Hello, welcome back to Generational Podcast episode 32?
33,
33.
I think. Maybe 32?
Yeah, 32. We're starting at 32.
Oh, okay.
So, the last few podcasts that we did, it was pretty awesome, but they somehow got corrupted when transferring the files. So,
Well,
it
yeah.
didn't work.
Corrupted by my dirty mouth.
Yeah.
Because I just say dumb things all the time. Like, I mean, if people had a nickel, if you had like a nickel for every dumb thing that flew out of my mouth, you'd be a millionaire, man.
Mm.
Tell you what, I just, because I usually act on like just rambling on some shit all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, they're lost in the space there. Maybe we'll find them one day hidden in the archives.
You know
in the
what?
land of the lost.
Yeah, in the land of the lost. And you know
Videos.
what's also in the land of the lost?
What?
Elon Musk, because
Joe
he's
Biden's
always about
brain.
space. But Joe Biden's brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's lost in space.
Definitely.
For sure.
Well, talking about space, Elon Musk and, well, you know about it, right? The fight between Elon Musk and Twitter. Not Google
Twitter,
CEO. Twitter and Google.
not Google.
Facebook. Twitter and Facebook.
Facebook. It would be, what's his name? Mark Zuckerberg.
Mm-hmm.
So it's Mark Zuckerberg
Versus Elon.
I said Zuckerberger. I always say Zuckerberger.
Mm-hmm.
Mark Zuckerberg versus Elon Musk. And they're like, people are like, oh, well, I guess Elon Musk is like 6'1".
That's my argument, but a lot of people are rooting for Mark Zuckerberg on Instagram and all of his websites.
Of course. They're all like, you know, I think some dude like was like saying that I'm like gargling Elon Musk balls or something. I'm like, you know, I look at Elon, I'm like, he's just big,
Mm-hmm.
bigger. And, you know, if he's been doing like what you said, he's been doing like
Kyokushin karate.
in like judo,
Mhm.
well, that means that he's probably versed on the ground. He might not be a purple belt or anything in jiu-jitsu, but
Mhm.
you know, he's if it's a fight, you know, the chances of the fight happening. I mean, a fight. I mean, I'll put my money on a big man. Whoever's the bigger one, that would be Elon.
Mm-hmm.
On
He's
top.
standing at 6'1", and Mark Zuckerberg standing at 5'9".
You know, the size has a little bit of reach advantage, maybe.
Oh, definitely a reach advantage.
I don't think it's a definite. I think maybe a little bit. It's only like 2 inches, dude. 2 inches high. It can't be that far of a reach advantage. It might not even be anything. It could be Zuckerberg might have a longer reach.
Ooh.
That could happen too. So
Yeah.
you never know. But I mean, Zuckerberg's been doing jiu-jitsu
Mm-hmm.
and
Mixed martial arts.
I don't know about mixed martial arts. I don't know if he's been doing that. I know he's been doing jiu-jitsu.
Definitely jiu-jitsu.
And that's part of it. You know,
But do you think
It's
that's
just-
enough?
it's different. You can't just do jiu-jitsu and jump into MMA and expect to do well, because MMA has evolved so much since the early years of Hoist Gracie owning the UFC pretty much as a championship, you know, bred martial artist. It's kind of morphed into this thing where you can't be good at just one thing. You have to be able to wrestle. You have to be able to you have to know the jiu-jitsu moves. You have to know the submission wrestling moves. You have to know the leg locks. You have to know the Muay Thai. You have to know everything. You can't just go into it with one aspect now and expect to do something.
Mm.
And it sounds like, from what you're telling me, that Elon Musk has that advantage already of doing judo and Kyokushin,
Yes.
which Kyokushin is not a joke.
Mhm.
Like, if you don't know about Kyokushin, look up some Kyokushin tournaments online on YouTube here.
Mhm.
And you'll be amazed at the violence. It's violence.
Definitely.
So, yeah.
So, I agree with you. Definitely. And for my portion, I would say that Elon would win just because of height and weight difference. There's weight classes for a reason.
Yeah, I don't know what Zuckerberg's weight is, and I don't know exactly. I know Elon's out of shape, was out of shape, looked out of shape. But Elon looks like the type of person that, and I'm not saying Mark Zuckerberg isn't, because Zuckerberg obviously hyper focused on jujitsu and now is all involved in jujitsu the same way that I believe that Elon Musk hyper focuses.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's really interesting.
Yeah, you think so?
Mm-hmm.
So I think Elon Musk hyper focuses on things, and that's the reason why he gets out of shape about things.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like when you hyper focus on a problem, and you're really, really busy,
right?
You don't pay attention to your health very often.
Right, you're like quick food, get back to it.
Yeah. So now you look at Zuckerberg, on the other hand, he's been focusing on jiu-jitsu and his mental health.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
so Mark Zuckerberg has the advantage of time.
He has the advantage, I think, of youth too, maybe. I think he's a little bit younger. Maybe he's not been focused on business as much as Elon is what I'm saying.
Mm.
I think that Zuckerberg lets other people dictate what his business does, and Elon drives the ship.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a difference there. But, I mean, that's what my perception is, but I don't know shit.
It would be crazy if they fought each other and then they started liking each other after they fought.
I bet they like each other already. I think it's just like, I think it's something for fun. Theatrics. Bread and water, my boy, bread and water.
Let's make some money, both of us.
Bread and water.
Mm-hmm.
For us peasants to watch.
Well, bread and circus.
Yeah, that is the circus. Bread and water to enjoy the circus.
Definitely.
Bread and water is what they also feed prisoners.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of things, like bread and circus, they're the circus.
Mm-hmm.
Bread and water, we're the prisoners. So
there's two sides. Well, there's a worse side to it, a little bit.
I mean, I think it's just a weird theatrical play. I think it's good. It's good for the UFC if they can put the fight together. I think Francis Ngannou, John Jones would make more sense.
Okay.
I think that's there's a lot of buzz going around that. It could be like it's our Rumble in the Jungle.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that needs to happen. The UFC needs it to happen.
Right.
They need it to happen. The UFC needs to shut Francis up.
Right. Because that's too much power to ONE FC.
No, it's not even ONE FC. He's not with ONE FC. He's with that PFC.
Wait, PFC. Wrong one.
Yeah. ONE FC is on a whole nother league of their own.
Right.
They've got Asia locked down, which is really nice. They always have. It's always Pride FC, ONE FC. It's somebody out there that locks down Asia, because Asia is, they have things, they do things their way.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just interesting. But Francis is out there talking like he's the baddest man on the planet. Nobody ever gets paid.
Mm-hmm.
John Jones is out here saying he's been the baddest man on the planet for the last decade. Right. So, I mean, I can't argue with John Jones.
Okay, yeah.
I can't argue with that. Francis, I think that the UFC needs to make the fight happen. I think PFL or whatever they are, PFL or PFC, or I don't know if they want it to happen. I thought the UFC owned them anyway, but it's weird. I don't know. It seems like more theatrics. I wonder what else is going on.
Mm-hmm.
I heard a sub sank or some shit.
Oh, yeah.
Is that, they do that, right? They say.
Yeah. So what happened was that the sub that they had online, right? Overall, I forget what it's called, but what they controlled it with was an actual controller. right? And people are making fun of
What
it.
if it was
because
like
they're
the
controller
batteries?
died. Yeah. They were going that the controller died, and there's been so many memes when
Oh,
they're like,
what if that was what it was? What if it was so simple like that?
they're
What
like,
if it was something that fucking stupid?
they're like, this controller has stick shift.
Or it got locked on
And it was
analog. It
horrible.
was broken because they use it too much. They got.
Mhm.
Oh man.
They're like stick drift.
Oh no.
And there's been game content out there where they actually
Oh.
do it in games, and people are just making like.
What if they got
parodies of it
hacked
online.
underneath there?
Oh, that would be
Russia.
really
It was the Russians. Russians did it again, dude. We got to be like the Clintons and just blame the Russians.
interesting.
Russians did it.
The Russia hoax.
Hey, Russians did it. I think Russia did it
Mm-hmm.
because they were trying to get back at Ukraine because the sub was offending them in some way. I don't know.
So there
I
was
know where I'm going with this. Let's just move on.
online. They're like one Titanic, 0 millionaires. It was horrible.
Oh.
It was
horrible. You know what is weird?
Mm-hmm.
That it was said that the Titanic was used for, like, taking over the Federal Reserve Bank, right?
Oil too.
To start it,
Mhm.
right? Because the
Yes.
other rich people were against it.
Right.
So then it was like a big buyout or whatever.
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't know if any of that's true. I don't know. Here's what I think,
Mm-hmm.
right? I think that it was used as a distraction for like 4 fucking days, and everybody's like, the Navy knew about it and is like just waiting.
Like it
Oh yeah, we can hear him tinging down there. They can't hear a ting down there, man. Not the ting. I'm telling you.
I can't believe you're making me smile.
I'm telling you, man. Oh, like, and then Joe Biden's like, hey, man, just give me something. Give me a couple days, man. Hunter, stop smoking crack. What are you doing taking pictures with hookers? What the hell? What's going on? What got me the most, right,
Mm-hmm.
is that Joe Biden's certain son turned into the very thing Joe Biden said was like destroying the country.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here like,
Your
this
son must have hated you.
I'm
Oh
just,
my
I don't
goodness.
even know. No, it's not his son. It's the people around him that he pissed off that did that
yeah.
shit to his son. That's what that was.
Oh my goodness.
Somebody was like, oh, drugs? Oh, yeah? You don't like drugs? Okay. Go away. You don't like drugs? Oh, okay. You want you want to lock everybody up? All right. Well, I'm going to sell your son crack.
Wow.
And that's what that was. That's exactly what the fuck that was. And somebody else said that shit too. Somebody said that, like, okay, if Joe Biden gets elected president, I'm going to sell all y'all kids crack because that's what we're going to have to do. And I was like, holy shit. This was somebody on Facebook that said this from, like, Osage. And I was like, oh. She's like, I'm selling all y'all kids this fucking cocaine. I was like, holy shit. What
woman
the fuck?
or someone is on a mission.
I couldn't believe it.
Mhm.
Because they were just like, because the economy's going to tank.
Mhm.
I wonder if she's selling cocaine.
That would be crazy.
She doesn't live in this state. But that shit's funny though.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't believe it, man. It's just the amazing thing that I've seen recently
Mm-hmm.
is how well Toyotas drive.
Really?
Yeah, in the weather, in like rain. Like we're not talking some, oh look, little sprinkles. We're talking some, my windshield wipers won't move fast enough to get the rain off so I can see type of fucking shit.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And let me tell you, a certain SUV for Toyota
Mm-hmm.
took it like a champ, dude. I it was like, just, I couldn't believe it. It was amazing. It was
How
amazing.
amazing was it?
It was amazing. All I can say is that, you know, it might not be a lot of power, but I know that there's a lot of wherever I want to go.
Mm-hmm.
And
There's definitely more.
there's a whole lot of that. And that means that I could get to more catastrophe areas for more people, help out more people, which is a great thing. Because, you know, that's what I'm all about, is helping out people.
Definitely.
All people. I'm not like, I don't look at things as a spectrum or this or that. Are you a person? Yeah. You cool? Yeah. Cool. Let's get stuff done. You know, that's how I am. I don't care about any politics. I don't care about how much you make. I don't care about how little we make. I don't care about how many men you like. I don't care about how many women you like. I don't care if you like your same sex. I don't care if you don't like your same sex.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if you like animals. I don't give a hoot. If I'm there to help you, I'm there to help you. And let's get this done and move on. And that's how I work.
Right.
And that's how American society should work. But most of us have sticks up our ass and start saying, oh, well, you're going to do this, or you're going to go there, or you're not going to be this.
You have to act like this.
Yeah, see, here's the thing. Like, I do not like when someone tells me what to do.
Yeah.
100%. You should know this.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, you don't like it. Yeah,
I'm
but
kidding.
yeah, but what do you think?
I think I get a good advantage out of everything I do.
What about me? You
Yeah.
think when people try and tell me what to do I like it?
No, definitely not.
No. Especially if they're not very smart, huh?
Right.
I get really pissed off when they're stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like getting told things by stupid people when they're talking stupid things.
But my problem is...
I got a problem with that. And I'm Sicilian. I got a hot head.
Mm-hmm.
So that means that I have to channel my martial arts.
Yeah.
So I don't start smacking with these hands.
Right.
Right?
Make sure you don't throw rocks.
Smacking. And then I channel the military. So I channel those two things. And I'm able to like smooth out situations, you know?
Definitely.
Like chill out, like, okay, I can handle this.
Yeah.
But you've seen me on the inside in the house.
Right. Just
Lose my shit, huh?
yeah.
Like, I won't lose my shit in front of people.
You gotta be smart.
Yeah, but I will lose my shit in the house. I will, like, hoot and holler and rah, 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 rah. It's my place of peace. It's a place where I need to be to hoot and holler, to get it out.
At home.
At home.
Against the bag, hitting it.
Oh, yeah.
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 Just,
I
just hitting
remember.
the bags.
I remember.
Back when I was a child.
When I was a child.
A young lad.
When I was just a wee young lad. And I liked to drink the beer from my daddy's little chest there. I'd steal his Pabst Blue Ribbon and get snickered up in the afternoon. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually a true story. But they were always fucking warm. Ugh.
What was?
The worst tasting thing, one of the worst tasting things in the whole world is a warm Pabst Blue Ribbon. It's a warm beer.
What?
Yeah, and my dad, I know, he used to get so pissed off. I used to steal his beer,
Uh-huh.
right? So, like, I'd be leaving the house, and I just reach in and grab a beer and just pound it, you know, on my way out. Dude, in the 90s, I didn't give a shit, dude. I was an idiot. I think we're all idiots in the 90s. Had something to do with gasoline, maybe. I don't know.
Has something to do with the markers they used to
I don't
make.
know. Maybe red dye.
The pencils with blood
You
in
know,
them,
if you grew up in the 90s and your parents did nothing but feed you vegetables and kept you away from soda and red dye and all that bad shit, fucking awesome.
On the off chance
You
that...
are such a lucky motherfucker because you might not get cancer like the rest of us. Because, you know, that happens.
But then still, we drink soda.
I still drink red dye like it. Oh look, red candy. Strawberry flavor. Yay, strawberries, I love them. Yeah, I'm an idiot, dude. I'll go for strawberry everything. Oh, good strawberries, I'll take my money. Take it.
And then it'll
God,
be
dude.
in your body.
Oh man, I'm telling you. And then they act. Why do you act that way? Well, red dye, motherfucker. Red dye. First red dye, then cocaine. Fuck. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's jokes.
Right.
But yeah, back in the day, man, they, in the 80s, there was a lot of cocaine in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of cocaine in the 80s.
Yeah, a lot of movie stars did it back then.
Yeah, you know what? Your grandfather, on the real side, not Grandpa Brown.
Yeah, like the real side. Yeah, I understand.
He was quite the
snorter.
Quite the partier.
Oh.
Apparently in the 80s, he was one of the top party guys. If you know what I mean? Yeah.
He was the one running the speakeasies.
I don't know if he was running speakeasies, but he was running around, I think.
Mm.
So he was running around for sure. He used to tell stories, but I tried to let it go in one ear and out the other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Try to leave. And them stories are gone now, but I mean, I ain't gonna tell none of his stories. But he's a crazy ass dude.
Mm-hmm.
Damn sure crazier than me.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, I think that's a crazy we never want to see.
No, I don't ever want to see that.
You.
See, the thing is when I had you,
Mm-hmm.
when you were born, I was like, no more crazy shit.
Okay.
I was doing a lot of crazy shit before you.
Mm-hmm.
I was a crazy ass guy, drinking alcohol, partying, doing whatever I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I drank a lot. It was bad. That's one thing you should never do. Don't ever get into drinking because it'll take you down a bad way. Because you can get the shakes. Do you know that?
What do you mean the shakes?
People get the shakes when they stop drinking. They don't have alcohol.
Sugars?
Yeah. They'll start getting their hands shaking and stuff. So they need to drink to calm their nerves. They get real snappy. Same thing with tobacco. When people quit tobacco, the same thing. You get really snappy, really angry.
Mm-hmm. Because you're used to the more relaxed state, right?
Yeah, you're used to that drug in your system.
Mm.
But yeah, I mean, yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of one of those things where you have to learn, like, by watching others.
Mm-hmm.
You can learn free lessons by watching people too.
Definitely.
And seeing what they go through. And say, oh yeah, oh that's what a meth addict looks like. I don't want to do that. You don't have any of your teeth. How'd that happen? I don't even want to know. Don't talk to me, please.
Yeah, I was looking at like talk shows, right?
Uh-huh.
And they were talking about people who took too much cocaine and their nose starts to dwindle and fall apart and it starts to rot. And I was like,
deteriorates the nostrils.
Yeah.
And then the sinuses get eaten.
Well, something interesting that I learned today was snorkels on cars. And I learned that snorkels aren't for the water, but they're mainly for dirt roads and gravel roads to keep the dust out. Yeah, so that's what I learned today. Snorkels can go into the water, but you can't really submerge it because as soon as you start to submerge it, water goes into the pumps. It's a different equipment.
Yeah, it's yeah.
So I learned today that snorkels aren't just it. There's multiple parts to a snorkel.
Yeah, I don't know jack shit about snorkels.
So I learned that snorkels.
I just know when
are
I
just
swim
for the
with
dust.
one, it helps me breathe easier.
Yeah, that's exactly what it does for the car. So if you still go underwater with your snorkel, you're still gonna get water inside the engine if it's just a snorkel.
Well, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know anything about any of that shit. I'm an old country boy from Kansas. We don't do snorkels. If you put it underwater and you don't get it out real quick, you're doomed. Your buddy's gonna be pulling you out, or your dad's gonna be calling the tow truck. Get the tractor! Go down there and get Farmer John down there and get the damn tractor!
Gunther done it again.
Shit! Man! Then I done told you, Cletus! I done told you! There ain't no damn keys to a tractor, you fucking idiot. Actually, there are now.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Did you know that there are automated tractors now that
Yes.
plow the field for you?
Yep.
So that was really interesting to me, but they cost a fortune. They really do cost a
I think
fortune.
it's just ridiculous at this point. Farmers already fucking have to have the most expensive equipment. They feed the most people.
Mhm.
They get them the least pay. They're the most subsidized by the government.
And they shouldn't be the most.
It's a racket if you're a farmer.
Right.
I don't know what the hell's going on.
You gotta be big.
I'm lost in all this because like once I started learning all of it, buddy, I'm telling you, once I learned all of it, I don't want to learn it.
anymore.
I want to unlearn it all. I want to unlearn it all and be like, oh look, I don't know what anything is anymore.
Look at those windmills.
Strawberry ice cream, red dye, Kool-Aid. I don't want to know. I guess.
Mhm.
Man, being ignorant was so bliss. Now I'm like terrified about what I'm eating. Is this gonna?
Is this gonna be my last Snickers bar?
I don't give a shit if it's my last Snickers bar. I'm like, dude, if it's my last one, make it quick, please. Last thing I'm gonna do is be sticking around this place. Make it quick, quick and painless. That way I don't have to, draw it out. Cause like, can you imagine? I don't want to be like sitting around and just slowly dying. I want to make it. Like, let's speed this shit up. Like if the doctor's like that movie. What's that movie? Where he's going fast every time the doctor's like, you only have so long to live, and he's like finding more ways to live, and it's like chasing down gangsters and shit.
The 5-hour interview.
That's what it was. Like that guy. Yeah. Living like that, dude. I'm burning out now. I don't know. I'm just crazy like that, though. Awkward. Dude, what have you been up to? That's the main thing. What have you been up to?
Me?
Latin?
Oh, I've been learning Latin, and I think that overall Latin is pretty much all the languages combined and just in a mix of more Latin roots. How do you mean by it? More Spanish roots?
There you go.
kind of see a similarity between Spanish and Latin. And then from Latin to different European languages like German, but German's more Russian.
Mm-hmm.
They have the mix of two.
Oh, all right.
So overall, I've been learning the fundamentals of language and how they connect with each other
Okay.
across the earth.
All right.
So,
All right.
Japanese connects more with Russian and Chinese,
Mm-hmm.
and then the rest of it, like English, connects with Spanish and more German languages, and Russian languages, which is Russian. And then you have
Mother
the same with the Latin, and then the Latin pretty much connects all three together. So slowly I've been learning the roots of language, and I've been loving it.
Yeah?
Mhm.
I don't know how I could handle doing that class, dude. I mean, I'll be able to do it maybe. I keep looking over here at the stormtroopers working on the thing, and it threw me off so much because I looked over and I was like, oh, okay, there's a stormtrooper working over there on the lamp. All right, yeah.
Maybe a little too much there.
Yeah, he's really getting it, dude. He wants his dollars. That's for sure.
He's on the pole.
Dude, Vader's not paying enough.
He's cutting the taxes with the.
Oh man, he's something. He's got pay. He got a car payment, dude. Baby daddy or something. I don't know. He's twerking his butt off, bro. Wow.
That's funny. Yeah.
So yeah, Star Wars. You wanted to ask me something about Star Wars, didn't you?
Yeah, Star Wars. So when it comes to Star Wars, I personally started disliking a little bit of the newer stuff because it's not old Anakin anymore. Not old Anakin, but it's not Darth Vader, like more centralized on Darth Vader and his story, because they could have done so much more with Darth Vader and they still haven't done that.
It's gay. Just say it's gay. Sucks. Sucks.
Okay, it sucks a little bit. The new stuff.
The new stuff
sucks.
Disney ruined it.
Yeah, Disney had to do their little touch of filth.
Dude, you know, the man that made Star Wars,
Lucasfilms.
yeah, George Lucas,
Mhm.
is a genius.
Right.
And it took a genius
Idea.
creation
Mhm.
and you shit all over it.
Right. And he actually gave you guys the scripts for the next movie
I'm
and the ideas for the next few movies in the saga
You
itself.
took somebody's work that was amazing and you threw it in the toilet. It's the same thing with Bud Light. Bud Light's in the toilet. Same thing with all these other places. And then, like, at some point, these owners of these companies are going to realize that it's a racket, that you're only getting loans by acting this way, you know, going woke, and then it's ruining your business even further.
Right.
So that means you're going to lose your business to those same people that you've been getting loans to, because you've been taking advice and the public doesn't like it. So then they're going to either ruin you or they're going to buy your competition and then use your competition against you. So basically, you've been outclassed.
Right. And I just have to say, me personally,
It's funny.
It's funny, and it's time to make American businesses to thrive over them.
Good luck.
Good luck. Yeah, that's a.
I'm just saying, good luck, man. Good luck.
I'm just saying it's time.
It's an uphill battle.
Yeah.
He's
downhill.
He's
now.
such an optimistic young man. It's amazing. Me, I'm more of a realist, and I see that there's just like people, like, they're trying to say they're gonna the Nuremberg.
The Nuremberg Code.
Yeah, is gonna be implemented now, and I'm like, dude, there's no way. There's no way. Do you know how many people are gonna have to go to jail? How many rich people are gonna go to jail? How many rich people that pay people that are gonna go to jail? You want to see an economy tank? The day the economy tanks is the day that they actually arrest everybody.
And even when
and throw everybody in jail for the crimes that they did.
Now, just for reference, right, if they keep going on with this, keep ruining the country, right, for future generations, and then when they ruin the country and they have to move, are the people that are paying them going to want them in their country?
No.
Of course. So, your whole entire plan is to make money fast as you can, ruin your lineage, kill everybody in your family off.
It's ridiculous.
Right.
I don't even know. I don't even know how it got here, Susie. Susie Q. She's looking at me. I love you too, Susie.
Little pitbull.
Yeah, she's a pretty. You need to come over here. Come on.
Come on.
Well, guys, we
Come here. Up.
are really happy that you joined us today. Hey, pretty girl, what are you doing, you? Hi, pretty girl. Can you give me kisses? Can you give me kisses? Come on, Caesars. You say hi?
Hi, Tuzies.
She's a good girl, huh? Wait, give him kisses. Give him kisses. Let's get him. Let's get him. You say bye, Owen?
Oh, goodbye.
See ya.
See ya.